Hi, my name is Pomena and today we'll be talking about shoes in Bulgarian. The word for a shoe is very used and important to know, so let's start with it. Обувка. Това е обувка. And it can be used for all types of shoes, like this one, or this one. It can even be used for this thing, doesn't matter. But обувка is the general word for a shoe, and it is a feminine word, and when we want to specify what type of shoe we need, we can have зимна обувка or зимни обувки for winter shoe or winter shoes. Това са зимни обувки. Or бутуши. Един бутуш, два бутуша и чифт бутуши. The word чифт, a pair. We can use чифт for shoes, for glasses, for gloves. A pair of gloves, чифт ръкавици. A pair of eyeglasses, чифт очила. Or a pair of boots, чифт бутуш. And when they are so short like these ones, this particular type can be called boти. Това са boти. And the type of the sole. Flat shoes. Равни обувки. Равен, равна, равно, равни. Even or flat sole. Това са равни обувки. They don't have a heel, flat or even shoes. Then, when we have a heel, the word for a heel itself, това е ток or токче. Ток or токче, masculine or neutral form, it means the heel. We also use the word ток in a completely different expression, електрически ток, electricity, but обувки на ток, shoes on heel also. And this one, това е тънко токче, this is a thin heel. Това е дебело токче, this is a fat. For the block heel, we have дебел ток or дебело токче, тънък ток or тънко токче. And very often in the spoken language, unofficially, we say токчета for the whole pair. Чифт токчета. Това са чифт токчета. This is a pair of heels. And the anatomical word for a heel in Bulgarian, peta. So when our heels start hurting on our leg, the sentence will be болят ме петите. My heels hurt for the leg. But for heels, for токчета, for the shoes on heels, we use different word than the English expression in Bulgarian. And then, when we have closed shoes, like all of these that I just showed, we use the phrase затворени обувки, closed shoes, meaning no toes open, no heel, everything is nice and closed. And then, they also have a zipper. Това е цип. Затварям или закопчавам ципа, отварям, разкопчавам ципа или обувките. To close, закопчавам ципа, разкопчавам is to open. But for the shoelaces we use връзвам и развързвам. Връзвам to tie, развръзвам to untie. So, сега връзвам връзката на бутуша. Now I'm tying the shoelace of the boot. Сега развръзвам връзката на бутуша. Also, we can have връзвам си обувките. I'm tying my shoes, my own shoes. We'll use си. Връзвам си обувките. Or the word обувка itself can be used as a base for the verb, which means to put my shoes on. A whole sentence in English, and that verb is обувам. So, обувам, I'm putting on shoes. The whole sentence. обувам се, I'm putting on my own shoes. But I can have the sentence, for example, обувам детето. I'm putting the shoes on the child. And then the opposite, събувам се or събувам детето. I'm taking off my shoes or I'm taking the shoes of the child. So in Bulgarian we have verbs that are complete sentences in English or maybe also in other languages. Обувам, to put on. Събувам, to take off for shoes. But not only, we can use обувам and събувам for anything that goes on our legs, meaning socks, trousers, skirts even, pantyhose, underwear. It can be used with обувам. For example, I'm putting on my socks, обувам си чорапите. I'm putting the socks on the child, обувам чорапите на детето. Or I'm taking off my socks will be събувам си чорапите, and събувам чорапите на детето will be I'm taking off the socks of the child. So, обувам, събувам works almost with anything that goes on our leg. Doesn't matter if it is shoes in particular or clothing or accessories. Then sandals. Това са сандали. Отворени обувки, open shoes, and we call this sandali. This particular pair is on a platform. So, това е платформа. This is a platform. А това е един сандал. This is one sandal. Това са два сандала. Two sandals. Or shift сандали. A pair of sandals. Sandals can be flat, like this sole here. They can be with a thin heel. They can be with the block heel. They can be on a platform, as long as there is a strap that is supposed to go around your ankle. In Bulgarian, we will call this sandali. If it doesn't, if it is only this part, it is chehli. They can be made out of leather, they can be made out of plastic. The material is not important. It will be chehli if it doesn't have a strap. If it has a strap, it becomes a sandal. And we also have закопчалка for the sandal. The closing mechanism is закопчалка. The word itself is very similar to закопчавам и откопчавам. The verbs that are used for the zipper, to close and to open. Закопчавам, разкопчавам. And това е закопчалка. We can use this for the sandals. Закопчавам сандалите и разкопчавам сандалите. Обувам си сандалите. I'm putting on my sandals. Събувам си сандалите. I'm taking off my sandals. Do you use any other type of shoe? What is the last pair that you bought, especially using Bulgarian, or you haven't used Bulgarian yet. Comment below what is your last pair of shoes that you bought, at least that one in Bulgarian, and let us know if there is anything else that you would like to know on the topic of shoes that we might be able to help you with. Comment below the video, subscribe to our channel, and see you in our next one. Bye for now.